Hey, what's up everybody? It's TJ with Sanctified Homes, and today I want to talk about the Evolution Power Tools 14-inch miter saw for cutting metals. So there's all kinds of different blades we can kind of put in this, but it's specifically mostly geared towards heavier duty metal, steel, stuff like that. There's aluminum blades, so if you want to cut aluminum as well. This is a great tool. We've used it a couple times. We don't do a ton of steel or metal cutting, but this just makes it so much easier and faster than some of the bandsaws or finding somebody else to cut some of this heavy duty steel that we use every once in a while. So a couple key features to it, right? The first thing to know is it comes with this little chart. Hopefully we'll be able to find one online, or hopefully we can get this to pop up for you or get a picture. But basically it shows what you're cutting, right? So if it's a round piece of metal, if it's angled iron, if it's a tube of some kind that's rectangular, or if it's a square. And what it is where you actually put the saw angle. So there's a little button over here that you can't see that releases for me to move this blade back or forth depending on what I'm cutting. So obviously I'm cutting something that is round here. Right? I don't know if you can quite see that on camera, but I'll show it. So I want the saw set all the way to the back hole. So that's kind of where we're at right now. So when it comes down, I'm on the front of the metal as it comes in. Now, when we're locking this tubing into place, right, which you can't see, or maybe you can, we have all these clamps that move in and out here, and then one for top to bottom. So this is really hands off when you do decide to cut. So if I put my piece of metal in, I'm gonna get these tight, right? Lock that down, this one tight, lock it down, and then I'm just gonna tighten it by hand to really cinch it in there so it's not moving when I decide to cut. So then as we have our top one, right, we wanna put that down as well so that it's holding it from kicking up either. And the cool thing with this is we don't have to actually touch the machine, right? So I don't have to have a hand on here holding it while I'm cutting a piece of metal, which we all know can shoot out shards of material. So we're just going to obviously always have our safety glasses on. I'm gonna bring this down and you'll be able to see how it just cuts this in half quite easily. So you can loosen these pretty fast. Same here, right? And now we have our nice plain cut. So again, all types of metal and stuff you can cut with it. I would highly recommend it. Especially if you do a lot of metal work on site. I'm sure there's people that might have some questions on it. I love the idea of, you know, me not having to have my hand here holding the piece of material down. So I think that's a key feature, a huge benefit of it. Outside of that, you know, it's pretty light. I mean, I'm not gonna act like it doesn't have some weight to it, but I can carry this around by myself, set it up. I don't need a bunch of people. And it's pretty easy to swap out blades, just like your standard miter saws. You have an Allen wrench to loosen the nut and put a different blade on if you're gonna cut aluminum or whatever type of metal you wanna cut. So highly recommend it. Make sure you guys check it out. Make sure you're liking, subscribing. We actually have another one of these still in the box. So if you guys like this post, wherever you find it, and share it, if we get 100 people to do that, we will pick one of those 100 names and we'll ship you the extra one of this. So again, make sure you like and share, and then obviously you would have to tag us in it so that we can see you guys, and we will draw one of those 100 names live and we will deliver one of these to you. If you're close enough, I'll bring it to you. If you're further away, I will pay for the shipping. So again, like, subscribe, share, let us know what you guys like and want to see. In the meantime, don't forget to raise your standard. We'll talk to you guys soon.